Welcome to the FIT Fashion Design Department's orientation. I am Professor Asta Skocier, the Assistant Chair. We are excited to have you with us today. We will introduce you to our program and all the wonderful opportunities that FIT has to offer. Welcome. The Fashion Design Department will provide you with links to the Fashion Design website. Here you will find a link to our Student Success Guide, your source for important student information. During the semester, please refer to this guide for any questions you may have. The chairperson of the department is Dr. Sandra Marcus. The assistant chairs are me, Professor Asta Skocier, and Professor Lisa D'Onofrio. The assistant chair, art-related, is Professor Mary Wilson. Your DARS is a degree audit that reviews your progress towards your degree and reflects the courses you have completed and are currently in progress of completing. When you meet with your academic advisor from the Academic Advisement Center, ask them to review how to read your DARS. You should meet with your academic advisor at least once a semester to make sure you are on track to graduate. If you have academic advisement questions, your academic advisor is the person to go to. If you need a waiver, have faculty issues, or other student-related issues, you would email me. When emailing the Fashion Design Department for help, always include your student ID number and your DARS. I would suggest you add your FIT @ number to the bottom of your email signature. This way it is always there. To schedule an Academic Advisement Center remote appointment, go to myfit.fitnyc.edu/student tab. If you have registration issues, email the registrar for help. The email address is listed below. Fashion Design Day students are required to be full-time. Here are some of the issues that can be affected if you are not studying a full-time load of 12 credits. Financial aid, living in the dorms, being on the FIT health insurance policy, and or your visa status if you are an international student. The Fashion Design Department has 2 disciplines, but we are one department. When you are registering for your classes, the FD or AP prefix for a course number signifies fashion design apparel classes such as draping, pattern making, and sewing. FF or AR prefix for a course signifies fashion design art classes, sketching and rendering, computer-aided design, and presentation classes. And the MW prefix for fashion design, menswear, apparel, and art classes. This slide outlines the Fashion Design Department's attendance policies. Classes start at 10 minutes past the hour. You are allowed a maximum of 2 absences in a 4-hour class or 3 absences in a 6 to 8 hour class. If you have 3 absences, your grade will drop by a full letter grade. 4 absences, you will receive an F grade. 2 lates add up to an additional absence. Always be proactive and email your professor about issues associated with attendance and lateness. Acceptance of a doctor's note as an excuse for an absence is up to your professor. For those of you using the labs at FIT, please be respectful of all our equipment. We all share the same equipment. No food or drink is allowed in any of the classrooms. No cutting on desks or cork-top tables. No marking of dress forms, and please return forms to the back of the room at the end of your lab. No spraying of any aerosol glue or fixatives in the classroom or hallways, and always clean up your work area before leaving a classroom. Be considerate of other students, please. Be prepared for your class by having the correct supply list for the first day of class. This is very important. In class, always ask questions so that you understand the material. Always turn off your cell phones before class and let your professors know if you are unclear on the material. If you need extra help, sign up for a tutor immediately. If personal issues are affecting your classwork, you need to let someone know. Contact your professor, the assistant chair in fashion design, and/or a counseling center counselor to seek help. Establish good email habits right from the start of your semester. Use your FIT email. Check it daily. Forgot your password? IT Help Desk can help. If you're contacting the fashion design department, always include your @ number, course and section number, and the latest copy of your DARS. Plagiarism. You have come to FIT to develop and enhance your creative abilities and skills. Plagiarism is using and/or representing someone else's ideas as your own. At FIT, this is not allowed and severe penalties can result. Plagiarism includes tracing someone else's drawing, representing any form of someone else's work as your own. Refer to the Students' Rights and Responsibilities Handbook for further information. In your third semester, which is your semester prior to your last in the AAS program at FIT, you will receive information about submitting your artwork to possibly be selected for studying in art concentration. If you are not interested or not selected for art concentration, then you will study in the apparel concentration area. At the end of the semester, both in apparel and art concentrations, students will work with an industry critic within their chosen theme for a possible inclusion of their garments or artwork in the AAS exhibit. For those of you who wish to continue in our fashion design BFA programs after your AAS, you will choose one of the 5 concentrations in your 5th semester. Children's wear, sportswear, knitwear, intimate apparel, or special occasion. It's your first week. Remember that first impressions count. Have your required supplies for your first day. Take notes. If something isn't clear, it's your responsibility to ask the questions. Learning disabilities. If you need special accommodations, email the Fitable office, schedule an appointment via their website, and get a letter from them that lists the type of accommodation or assistance that you may need in the classroom to be successful. You will need to email a copy of that letter to each of your professors. Speak to your instructor about those issues as soon as you can, early on in the semester, at the beginning of the semester. Every faculty member wants each student to be able to do their best in every class, so they are happy to do whatever they can to help each student. But without a Fitable accommodation form that lists the needed accommodations, a teacher is not required to give you those accommodations. These accommodations cannot be given to a student retroactively. First day supplies. The department and your professors will be supplying you with a list of supplies that you need. The full supply list for each class can be found on the FIT student website. The following first day lists are meant as a helpful overall guide for your first day. It is crucial that you have your supplies on that first day of class. This is the list of first day supplies for pattern making and draping classes, such as FD 117, FD 113, FD 114, and MW 131. This is the first day supply list for sewing classes, FD 133 and FD 135. The first day supplies required for your art classes, FF 111 and FF 113, are as follows. And this is a supply list for menswear 121, MW 121 art class. The Fashion Design Department will be supplying you with retail resource guides in New York. The links can be found on the Fashion Design student website. If you are in New York City, these are some sources for art supplies and New York City retail resources for sewing supplies, muslin, and fabric. Each of your professors will give you a syllabus for the class. A syllabus is your guide to the course that you are taking and the expectations in the course. Generally, it will include course policies, rules and regulations, required texts, weekly class schedule, and a schedule of assignments. The FIT Library. The Gladys Marcus Library is one of the best libraries in New York City and provides students with the facilities to do research for their assignments. The special collections and fashion archives are available to students, but also used by fashion industry, fashion historians, and researchers. The collections contain over 1,200 volumes of rare books and periodicals on fashion and textiles, and nearly 1,000 scrapbooks from fashion design houses and department stores. The FIT Campus Map will be a helpful tool to navigate the campus and also help you determine where your classrooms are. FIT is located in the heart of New York City. Students have access to one of the best fashion museums situated right on campus, the Museum at FIT. All exhibits are currently available digitally on the Museum at FIT website. The Fashion Design Department will send you a link to the Student Success Guide. You can also find a link to this guide on the FIT student website. Thank you and have a wonderful semester.